everyone, I'm Jacinta.
And I'm Kathy.
Welcome back to ANU News. Today we will be discussing the concept of digital labour and how the recent COVID-19 pandemic has impacted the workforce.
The concept of digital labour revolves around the growth of the digital age, the rise of technology and how this impacts communication and productivity, characterising the production of value in a workplace.
Despite remote work rising in prominence before COVID, the pandemic shutting down in-person contact increased rates of individuals working from home, with the Families in Australia survey by AIFS finding that among employed Australians, approximately 67% were either sometimes or always working from home in comparison to the 42% pre-COVID.
Remote work will continue to shape the future of work after COVID. An ABS survey was conducted in April 2022 to analyse the impact that COVID had on the nature of work. It was found that 46% of all Australian employees now work from home in some way, and approximately 34% of Australian companies employ teleworking arrangements for a segment of their employees.
Now we've got a real-life example of how working from home has impacted our workforce. Here's Megan, going about her daily routine as a finance manager for a global company. Her life has hardly changed since lockdown restrictions, finding absolute comfort in the safety of her home.
I've worked in the finance industry for 7 years now, and I've been doing remote work for a majority of that time, as my job requires little to no contact. Even when I am in the office, there are not many face-to-face interactions with others, so I actually prefer working from home. It allows me to be more productive, work on my own time frame, and have the flexibility that my job requires, as well as giving me a much more natural work-life balance.
Wow, thank you Megan for that incredible insight.
Next we have Jeremy, a recent primary school teacher, to explain to us some of the challenges remote work has brought into his work life.
Being new to this industry has proved to be quite a struggle, especially due to the shift from in-person teaching to online education. I have a passion for working with people and shaping the young generation. However, with COVID and remote work, it has proved a great challenge to connect and engage with my students. Not only are the students struggling to learn, but the teachers are too, with this pandemic detrimentally impacting the education of the generations to come, and furthermore, the productivity and focus of students is on a decline. I fear coming back to in-person learning may be challenging, as it will take another challenging adaptation to education.
Thank you for that perspective, Jeremy. We certainly are feeling for the service industry right now. In front of me here, I have a quote that summarises these hard times, where Terra Nova believes that labour doesn't belong in the age of networked post-human intelligence.
Thank you very much for tuning in tonight and hearing both Megan and Jeremy's personal experiences about digital labour and remote work. Next week, we will be focusing on the gig economy and the influence this has on society. Good night.